Imagine this. You are tuning in to watch Chelsea, one of Europe's most storied football clubs, battling under the bright lights of a global tournament. The anticipation is sky high. The players, world-class athletes who have conquered domestic leagues and European nights, stride onto the pitch, ready to write the next chapter of football history. But instead of a thunderous roar from passionate supporters, there is an unsettling silence. The camera pans across nearly 50,000 empty seats. The stadium, designed to shake with excitement, echoes only with the shouts of players and the dull thud of the ball. The energy is missing. The spectacle feels hollow. This scene is not from the pandemic era with its mandatory lockdowns and empty arenas. No, this is the Club World Cup, a tournament that FIFA, football's global governing body, envisions as the future's ultimate club competition. It is already known for bringing together champions from every continent, from Europe's elite to South America's fiery giants, Asia's rising powers, and Africa's proud representatives. But in 2025, FIFA is taking its ambitions to a new level. The United States is set to host a massive, expanded tournament featuring 32 of the world's best clubs. These matches will take place across 11 vibrant American cities. Organizers project more than 3 million fans will flock to stadiums, with the tournament culminating in a World Cup final in the New York and New Jersey area, for which FIFA predicts a staggering 5.5 million in attendance over the course of the event. Yet, beneath the glittering statistics and grand promises lies a stark and troubling reality. When Chelsea faced Los Angeles Football Club in Atlanta's Mercedes-Benz Stadium, the turnout was a mere 22,000 fans in a venue built to hold 70,000. The atmosphere was so subdued that Chelsea's coach, Enzo Maresca, described it as strange, noting how the lack of energy affected his players' focus. This was not what the team expected from an event billed as a global football festival. Contrast that with another recent match. When Paris Saint-Germain clashed with Atletico Madrid at the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, more than 80,000 fans packed the stands, creating the kind of electrifying atmosphere that makes football magical. The difference was night and day. In Miami, later that week, legions of Boca Juniors fans brought noise and color to the Hard Rock Stadium, reminding everyone what passionate support looks like. The opening match between Inter Miami and Al Ahly, featuring global superstar Lionel Messi, also drew over 60,000 spectators. Clearly, the appetite for football exists, but it is not evenly distributed, and not every club or matchup ignites the same passion. So what is going wrong? Football finance expert Kieran Maguire highlights a critical problem. Pricing and marketing are failing to connect with American audiences. The experience is not matching the hype. High-ticket prices have deterred many families and young fans, while marketing campaigns have sometimes missed the mark, failing to tap into the unique culture and rhythms of American sports fans. In the United States, football, or soccer as it is known locally, still competes for attention with the juggernauts of American football, basketball, and baseball. Unlike the deep-rooted traditions seen in Europe or South America, where generations pass down club allegiance like family heirlooms, Major League Soccer is just over a quarter-century old. The support is growing, but the rituals and emotional connections that define football's global culture are still taking root. Sports marketing consultant Alexander Gange-Ruzic explains, "If FIFA wants this tournament to succeed, they must win the hearts of local fans, not just fill seats. It's not enough to bring world-class teams. You have to create a sense of belonging, a reason for people to care deeply about the event. That means understanding local customs, everything from preferred kickoff times to favorite foods and music. It means making matches accessible, affordable, and inclusive. Without that genuine connection, even the biggest clubs can find themselves playing in front of rows of empty chairs." The pressure on FIFA is immense. This tournament is not just about football, it is a high-stakes economic experiment. Sport economist Dr. Daniel Plumley warns, "Weak crowds mean weak sponsorships and less future investment." Sponsors invest in tournaments because they want to reach passionate, engaged audiences. If stadiums look half-empty on TV, the value of sponsorship deals and broadcast rights plummets. The ripple effect could undermine the entire business model FIFA is counting on to turn the Club World Cup into a cash cow for years to come. Let's dig deeper into the reasons behind the disappointing attendance. Ticket prices, for one, have been a major sticking point. In some cities, the cheapest tickets were still out of reach for many working families, especially when factoring in travel costs, food, and merchandise. For a family of 4, Attending a single match could mean spending several $100s, a tough sell when soccer is still carving out its place in the crowded American sports calendar. Marketing has also been inconsistent. In some host cities, local communities report seeing little advertising or outreach. Many casual fans did not even know that the world's top clubs were coming to town until days before the event. Compare this to the NFL's Super Bowl or the NBA Finals, where months of build-up and wall-to-wall coverage create a sense of national excitement. The Club World Cup, by contrast, has struggled to break through the noise of American sports culture. Then there is the question of prestige. Gabriele Marcotti, a respected football journalist, notes, "If you make the Club World Cup too big, you risk making it less special." By expanding the field to 32 teams, FIFA hopes to make the tournament more inclusive and global. But there is a risk. When too many teams compete, the sense of exclusivity and high stakes can fade. Just look at the UEFA Champions League. Its drama comes from the fact that only the very best clubs survive to the final rounds. If the Club World Cup becomes just another tournament, with too many mismatched games and predictable outcomes, fans may lose interest. History offers some telling parallels. In the early 2000s, FIFA launched the Confederations Cup as a prelude to the World Cup. Initially, it attracted attention, but over time, as the novelty wore off and the stakes felt lower, attendance and viewership declined. Eventually, the Confederations Cup was discontinued. The Club World Cup risks a similar fate if it cannot capture and sustain fan enthusiasm. The cultural challenge is perhaps the hardest nut to crack. Football analyst Mina Rizuki points out, the United States is still building its football culture. While there are passionate supporters in cities like Seattle, Atlanta, and Los Angeles, the country as a whole is still learning what it means to live and breathe club football every day. In Europe or South America, club allegiances are stitched into the fabric of daily life. In the United States, many fans are still choosing their teams, learning the chants, and building traditions. This is both a challenge and an opportunity. The implications for the future are profound. If the low attendance trend continues, the tournament's dream of becoming the next global sporting spectacle could be in jeopardy. Imagine stadiums built for 80,000, but only a quarter full. The visuals alone could damage the brand's reputation. Football finance expert Kieran McGuire warns, when you see empty seats, sponsors start to ask hard questions about their investments. The knock-on effects could impact everything from merchandise sales to billion-dollar broadcast agreements. Networks that have paid huge sums for exclusive rights may demand discounts or reconsider renewing contracts. Yet, it is not all doom and gloom. The Club World Cup is also a laboratory for innovation. FIFA is already exploring ways to enhance the fan experience using cutting-edge technology. Virtual and augmented reality could allow millions of fans to immerse themselves in the action from their living rooms, choosing camera angles, accessing exclusive content, or even interacting with other fans in real time. Imagine putting on a VR headset and sitting next to supporters from Brazil, Japan, or Nigeria, sharing the highs and lows of the match as if you were there. This could be a game changer for global engagement. Additionally, FIFA is rethinking ticketing strategies. Dynamic pricing models, where ticket costs fluctuate based on demand, could make matches more accessible to local fans. Partnerships with schools, youth clubs, and community organizations could help fill seats and build lasting connections. For example, offering discounted tickets to students or organizing pre-match festivals with music, food trucks, and local artists could transform a football game into a citywide celebration. And there are lessons to be learned from other sports. The National Football League has mastered the art of building hype, creating week-long festivals around the Super Bowl that draw fans from across the country. The NBA's All-Star Weekend is as much a cultural event as a sporting one, featuring concerts, celebrity games, and community outreach. By adopting similar strategies, the Club World Cup could become more than just a tournament. It could be an annual highlight of the global sporting calendar. Alexander Gangeruzic believes that if FIFA listens to the fans and adapts, this could be a turning point for football in the United States. That means embracing local traditions, engaging supporters directly, and being willing to experiment. For instance, scheduling matches at times that suit local audiences, rather than catering exclusively to European TV schedules, could make a big difference. In Atlanta, Chelsea's match was played at noon on a working Monday, hardly ideal for drawing big crowds. The stakes are enormous. The expanded Club World Cup is projected to boost global GDP by over $21 billion, with nearly $10 billion of that concentrated in the United States. This is not just an abstract statistic. It represents real jobs, increased city budgets, and a lifeline for local businesses, from hotels and restaurants to transportation and event staffing. For cities like Philadelphia, Miami, and Los Angeles, hosting Club World Cup matches is an opportunity to showcase themselves to the world and reap tangible economic rewards. But if the tournament's prestige keeps slipping, and if attendance remains lackluster, this projected growth could evaporate. Gabriele Marcotti cautions, expanding the tournament is only worth it if you don't lose what makes it special. If the Club World Cup becomes just another item on an already crowded sports calendar, sponsors and broadcasters may look elsewhere. For those interested in the economics, the Club World Cup is a real-time case study in the risks and rewards of global expansion. Bold projections and glossy presentations mean nothing if the fundamentals, like authentic community engagement and genuine excitement, are missing. It is a reminder that in sports, as in business, hype must be matched by substance. Looking ahead, the Club World Cup faces three possible futures. First, it could become the global spectacle FIFA dreams of, revitalizing club football and uniting fans from every continent through strategic improvements and investments in fan culture. Second, it could struggle with persistent low attendance and eventually face restructuring, perhaps shrinking in scale or shifting focus to regions with stronger fan bases. Third, it could evolve into a regionalized competition, prioritizing local talent and community engagement over global reach. Can FIFA rise to the challenge? The answer is both cautionary and hopeful. If FIFA moves quickly, redesigning marketing, lowering ticket prices, working closely with local fan groups, and leveraging technology, the Club World Cup could still transform into a true global festival of football. This would not only strengthen the tournament's brand, but also provide a template for other global sporting events seeking to break into new markets. But if these warning signs are ignored, the glamour could fade. The tournament might shrink in prestige, lose its unique appeal, or even be forced to undergo major restructuring within a few years. The lessons of the Confederations Cup loom large. Without sustained excitement and fan engagement, even well-funded tournaments can wither away. And here is a secret that even the biggest organizations sometimes overlook. The real success of the Club World Cup may not hinge on billion-dollar budgets or superstar signings, but on much smaller details: kickoff times that fit local routines, affordable tickets, welcoming atmospheres, and meaningful partnerships with grassroots communities. Sometimes it is the little things that decide the fate of the grandest visions. So what do you think? Will FIFA learn from these early missteps and adapt to make the Club World Cup a true celebration of global football, or is this expansion just an expensive gamble that could backfire? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want more deep dives into the world's most ambitious sports and technology projects, subscribe and join the conversation. The future of football, and